without reviews. It's bone of contention with most authors. Contests. I love contests because I'm a junker. I love to go to flea markets, garage sales. If I'm walking by any kind of little gift kiosk or whatever, I have to stop in and get something, okay? Because and I hoard. She's just I'm a hoarder. Okay, I've got shelves and shelves of junk, my grandkids know what a junker I am because they get the Happy Meals from McDonald's, and they've collected like all the Transylvania figurines for me. So someday I'm going to do, hey, I've got all these Transylvania figurines that I'm giving away as a group to one lucky winner. And some weird person, they'll come to my site and look at my contest and decide, yeah, that's something fun, let's do that. But contests are a great way of drawing traffic, okay? And you don't have to draw them to your website. You can even do them out on some of those review sites or like on the Romance Studio. If you join as a featured author on the Romance Studio, you can list your contests there. And it will draw attention to your book. You can draw attention to your website. Make sure it's something that readers would actually want to win. And sometimes the strangest gifts get the most, I've had really strange contests online. And yeah, the fugly ring. Oh, that was great. I found the ugliest ring I possibly could on eBay. It was this huge garden that had these little caribou all around the edge of it. It was the most monstrous, ugly thing you've ever seen. It was the fugly ring contest. And I had people coming up to me at conferences saying, I loved that conference. I wanted to win that ring so bad and give it to my mother-in-law. So, try to make the contests fun. Make them, you don't have to make them frequent. Maybe do once a month, or maybe just, when you're trying to promote a book. But you can draw attention to yourself with contests.
Do you then mail the stuff out?
Yeah, then you have to mail it out, yeah. I don't know what publishers' programs are.
This one.
So I'm going to skip that one. Blog tours. Okay, again, if you don't have a name and you don't have a blog that people know to come to, because it's a fun place to be, you might hire one of these blog tour companies like Goddess Fish is one that I've used. I know there's others out there. And they have all of the contacts for people who are interested in having guest bloggers. And so they'll put up a little advertisement saying, hey, Delilah Devlin's got this book coming out such and such a day, and she needs blog tour dates for such and such dates. And they will seek the blogs for you. And it saves a lot of time. I love doing it because all I have to do is give them my stuff and they advertise it for me. And it's not that terribly expensive. So I like to do the blog tours with them, but only for like the bigger books, But when you're trying to build an audience, blog tour is not a bad idea. And then series, best advertisement ever. If you're going to write a book, plan to follow it up with something that's related, and because readers these days especially become very invested in the characters that you write. If you write one standout book, they'll be asking about, well, what about his brother? What about his sister? Are you ever going to go back and revisit that place because I miss it? Okay, so plan it. When you're writing that first book, make sure you've got some secondary characters that people are going to want to revisit, so that you can build a series. Because if they happen to buy book 3, and they realize there's all these other characters that they've met within the story, they'll be looking at your website to say, what else does she have? And is Colt in that particular book? And they'll go back and buy every book in that series. Okay? So series is the best because you build an audience that way. They get excited with the first book, they'll want to buy the second, they'll want to buy the third, and by the time they get to the end, they might be a little bit weary, but guess what? They're going to say, I have to finish. Okay? And then when you're done with that series, start another one. Because I swear, it's the best way to build an audience. And that's all I got. Yes?
I heard or read somebody say always have 3 reasonably main characters, and that way you can always find another one to tell their story.
Yes.
Will have 3 characters.
Yes.
And that's what you do.
That's right.
And my sister, tell them about your Ugly Stick Saloon.
As Mila Jackson, I write for Sam Hain, and I also am doing some self-publishing, and I'm basing it all around the Ugly Stick Saloon. So not only have I got books coming out with Sam Hain around the Ugly Stick Saloon with some of the same characters in it, my self-published books also have the Ugly Stick Saloon in it, so people are looking for them as well. So actually my Sam Hain books sell better. I get more money off my Sam Hain books, but they help to sell my self-published books because the Ugly Stick Saloon, they come back. They want to see those characters again. They fall in love with them and they want to keep seeing them.
And sometimes it's not even that the characters repeat, it's the concept
Yes.
of